these people. And as they're elevating, if you've already been studying them, you should be elevating as well, because you've been duplicating every move that they've made. And one person that I have literally watched duplicate every step that I have taken, but faster, way faster, way faster. That's the first one that I'm gonna introduce to you guys, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself. You know, I'm not even gonna do too much. I really want you guys to understand that this woman is so selfless, and I love her so much. Darian, talk to the people.
Let's go. Family, what's up? Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we're getting a little bit more acquainted. I feel like we're getting to know each other a little bit better. So all this yelling, it's okay. Look, you know it's all love, right? I'm your newest P5 loading. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let me just say one thing. You know, I know we're not like talking on the floor. We got questions, everything, but I just want to say thank you. This was the first time, first rank, that I actually understood what it meant to really understand that it's our rank. You know what I'm saying? That it's our rank. Like at this point, honestly, y'all, like the labels are cool. Are you doing the work? Did you do the work? Did you help somebody achieve their goal? That's the high that we get from this building, from this business, literally seeing with our own eyes, getting to elevate people, pour into people, yelling at them sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But still like giving them the love that they need to recognize like that they're worthy of success, that they're worthy of all the things that this business has to offer and more, because C750 is really just the beginning, right? So those are just the little things that I'm really experiencing. And I have to thank Bree because she really, really lit a fire up under my butt. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely that person that just needs somebody to say, sis, get it right, get together. What you doing? You got it, it's in you, stop playing. And I appreciate her because she sold all of her mistakes into me. She sold all of the things that she did right into me. She allowed me to really get in her business on a very humble level. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to include me in calls. She didn't have to allow me to watch her that closely, but she did. She did. I literally got to watch her elevate into a P5. Yeah, I said P5 because baby, it's dropping any day, period. It's dropping any day. And I'm just so thankful because y'all know me and my husband, we do this together. Really P3, right? But we do this together and I'm just so thankful that we're surrounded by people who really love us, who really love us. Who really love us, who really let us in their business. They don't have to let us in their business. Everybody, y'all know some people in this business try to fake it and pretend like everything is all good and it's straight and they're perfect and they don't make mistakes. Shout out to the people who show you their mistakes. Shout out to the people who understand that wisdom comes from analyzing mistakes, right? So whoever your leader is, plug in with them. If you're not calling them, you're doing something wrong. If your name not on their call log half of the time, filling up half of the spots, you're doing something wrong. You're not calling them enough. You're not duplicating enough. But you're not doing it enough. You're not family. You're not. I talked to Bree several times throughout the day. If I'm not on her line, she on mine. It's one of the two, okay? Because we're gonna get this stuff done because it's bigger than us, right? It's about our families. It's about generational wealth. It's about breaking generational curses. It's about retiring our parents. It's about setting our kids up, right? So am I supposed to talk longer, sis? Because, you know, listen, I didn't already gave it to God. The floor is his.
Talk to me. Don't play with me. Talk.
Oh.
Talk. I need you to talk to him.
Oh, okay. So, dang, talk to him. Y'all, so we just had a retreat, right? I'll start there. We just had a retreat. How many, drop some ones in the chat if y'all had a retreat with your team in the last 30 days. A close meeting where everybody was in the same building in the last 30 days with your team. Like they were sleeping in this room and you were sleeping in this room. Y'all was meeting at a certain time every single day. Y'all were holding each other accountable every single day. They were watching you because they could duplicate you in person 24/7. Ones? Oh, I see a lot of ones. So that means all of us should be popping our next rank, right? And if not, somebody needs to fix up. Somebody needs to fix up. If you're around your leaders, if your leader is around you, It should be no problem as to, or no confusion as to what should be done. I have to shout out Mercedes, Jess, and Bree because they made it their business, y'all. First of all, let's not front. Y'all know that in this business, at first, we're not making a lot of money. We're not. If you're just maxing out that compensation plan and you're building up the capital that goes into your trading account, you're not making a lot of money. You're not. You're not. So you're sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing. This is sacrificial love right here. This is sacrificial business. This is a sacrificial game. Like, it's sacrifice. You're sacrificing to get to the events. You're sacrificing to buy Airbnbs that are $3,000+ that are mansions in the middle of nowhere for your teams because you want them to focus up and you want them to get to the next goals. You're sacrificing. You're sacrificing. And I have to be so thankful and blessed to my team for sacrificing whatever it is. Marseille used to be a celebrity makeup artist and was making 5 figures a week. Right? Let that sizzle in your spirit. Jess is a doctoral student who's a sociologist. What? She's a professor. She's sacrificing her job. She's doing away with that job because she wants to pour into people. She decided to max out that comp plan. Shout out to Bree, who gave up 6 figures at her job, was living pretty comfortably as a single young Black woman making 6 figures at the age of, right, 24, 25. Like, shout out to them. Shout out to them because they don't have to pour into us the way that they do, but they do. They really give it to us. They literally gave up all of their stuff just to show us you can give it up too, just to have what you want. How many of y'all have parents that literally look at y'all like y'all stupid right now? Dumb, 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 dumb. What are you doing? You're stupid. You should be working right now. And you in my house. And I'm paying these bills. And you ain't gave me no money. Oh, you tripping. Shout out to y'all for keeping up the consistency. Shout out to you for continuously following your dreams. Shout out to you for being in a position that your parents can't even understand. They don't even know what's going on. So you're finna show them. You're finna show them just like my brother just showed our parents that he completely surpassed the both of their incomes together as 2 people who have 2 master's degrees and a doctoral. Like, what? This is nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. So duplicate the people that are there to be duplicated. Duplicate the people that are there to be duplicated. Stop playing games. We just went to an event, y'all, and it's so crazy. Let me. Oh, look, okay. It's in me, not on me. Do you hear me? It's in me, not on me. I'm gonna just tell y'all how good God is. So not only did we just come from the retreat, right? Of course, we had our goals, all that. Literally the week before, y'all, I was pressed. I knew how close me and my husband was to P1. Matter of fact, and if y'all don't know, like, we came in and rebuilt our entire business in a month and a half and smacked this P3. It's only been a month and a half. Like, what? Whole business rebuilt, P3, dropped some other P1s, what? Like, yeah. That's how heavy it is in a month and a half. And I was pressed because y'all know I've been working this corporate job the whole time. Like, I've been the loyalty operations person, manager or whatever of Omni Hotels and Resorts. Let's just be clear. Okay, let's be real, right? I've been doing this. I've been going back and forth because I knew I wasn't honoring God in that space because I was no longer in my purpose there. I wasn't. I had a moment of clarity. I literally just had to spend 3 weeks in Fort Worth, right? An hour and a half away from Dallas, working 12 to 12. This is how we just hit P3, y'all. I was working 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 3 weeks straight. I have 1 more week to complete. Stop giving excuses talking about you don't have time. What? And still waking up at 6 in the morning to do the chart markup. And still having one-on-ones with the team, and still making everybody got their basics. What? But that wasn't the point. I was really just trying to tell y'all how good God was. So I had to do that, right? I accepted that assignment. I don't know why. I accepted the assignment because I had it in my mind, like, I'm going to end this thing like I started. I'm going to go back out to the field. It's going to be great. I'm going to prospect people, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what my mind was on. But look how good God is. And I prayed and I asked God because my last day, my retirement date is April 16th. My retirement date is April 16th. And I was praying like, Lord, please give me a clear sign. Let me know that I'm in my purpose. Let me know that this is the right thing. Let me know that this day is the day. Like, God, don't give me that It might be, no, give me that clarity. Give me that, no, it is what it is, you know? Y'all, I'm at Fort Worth. I'm at the desk checking people in, and I saw a room block that said I am. Yeah. I said, what else is called I am? You know, it didn't fully register. You know, I seen the I am, I was like, okay, whatever. I was filling in as the manager on duty, you know? So like, if you can imagine, like, first of all I knew was that the hotel was going to be sold out. I really didn't know what was going on because I just came from the corporate office to assist. So I'm checking the thing. I'm like, okay, I am. Jordan sends out Jason Brown's call. We get on the phone. He's like, hey, everybody. I hope everybody's excited for March Madness. I still didn't think anything of it because we're in March Madness right now. We just had hella events and stuff like that. And I really didn't register. I'm like, okay, March Madness, whatever. He's like, it's gonna be in Fort Worth. I said, Fort Worth? What? Not at this hotel. Not at this hotel that I just had to come to, and I thought I was sacrificing time with my business. Not God saying, if you can't get to them, I'm gonna bring them to you. What? Y'all, talk about a clear sign of where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be, and where what? Like, not God giving me the whole who, what, when, and where, and why. I go back to the room block. I'm looking. I see Matt Rosa. I see Jason Brown. I see Luke Longmire. I see Kim Torres. I see Maddie Pitts. I see everybody, everyone, y'all. Austin Godsey, like everybody in the business that we study. I'm seeing my boy. If y'all know, I love Ralph Danquah. Right? I see him. I see Tyrone Foster. Like, I could keep going on and on. Nez Vasquez. I see Millie Mills. I see everybody, y'all. I see Lizardo Perez. Everybody, y'all. All the educators at the hotel, coming to the hotel that I'm managing. I'm managing the hotel at the time. It's me and me from 12 to 12. Everybody else is gone. It's me telling the other people, you know, the agents or whatever, what to do. I said, God, you got to be playing. What? So I'm emotional. I start answering the phone at the desk. I'm talking to a C25 on the phone. I said, oh my gosh, you know, what's your rank in the business? He said, I'm C25. I said, oh my God, my brother is a C25. I said, he's a C50 loading, excuse me. He's a C50 loading. You know, he's such and such, almost away from C50. You know, where are you at? He's in Canada. He's like, hey, are you going to the event? I said, well, honestly, y'all, first of all, when I got off that call, they dropped that link. I made Amos buy 2 tickets. I was playing no games. I didn't care. I said, I'm gonna sneak out from work and get there. I don't know, it's too close. It's too close. I have to be there, right? So Amos buys the tickets. I don't know. He bought me a virtual one because I really worked that day, you know? So I'm on the phone. He like, well, do you have any prospects going? I'm like, no, but I can get some. Like, is that what you, like, I feel like that's what you're telling me to do. I can get some there. What's up? He's like, if you get a prospect there, I'll give you a free ticket. The tickets were $200. I said, God, not you blessing me like this. Not you getting me a free ticket to the event. Not you putting me in the place that all the educators are staying at. Not you putting me in the position to actually check in. Y'all, I checked in Luke Longmire. I checked in Matthew Thayer. I checked in Honey Morgan, right? I checked in all these people, Jason Brown. I got Ralph Danquah's phone number. Are you kidding me? You had to know that I was walking away from the desk. I didn't give 2 craps about what was going on behind there. But I also didn't want to disrespect my blessing either, right? Because God blessed me with that job at the time. God blessed me with that job. And I also want to remind people, don't disrespect your job. I'm going to give my proper 2 weeks. I still did what I needed to do in that space, whatever needed to be done. But you know, one thing I said, I'm gonna serve these people. I'm gonna serve these people. Just like Bryce has that story about how he met David and Monique at a P2 at a convention, right? And David was like, yeah, whatever, you know. I made sure those people knew who I was. I made sure I got to know them. I made sure I was in their space. I made sure that every call they had, I said, oh, who just called? Okay, bitch. I memorized their room numbers. Stop playing. I printed out the rooming list. I said, oh, so-and-so staying here, so-and-so staying here. Okay, when this room call, I'm gonna intervene this call. I'm gonna serve these people. I'm gonna serve them whatever they need. You want a room upgrade? I know we sold out, but I'm gonna move some things around. I don't really care who this person is. We're gonna swap it up. Because you need to remember me. You need to remember, because I'm not here for no reason. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to serve. And I'm gonna serve the people who put us in a position to make money every day, who pay our bills every day, who teach us a skill that is priceless. It's priceless. So I'm having full conversations with these people. Maddie Pips comes down in the lobby. It's 12 a.m. I'm still working, y'all. I just dipped off right quick. I'm not gonna lie, I dipped off. It was over in the corner. I said, you mean to tell me it's a small group over here and Maddie Pips, I could be in his face right now? So I just went over there acting like I was patrolling the scene. You know, I had my notebook. I'm taking notes. I made my way to the front of where he was just so I could ask him a question. I really, you know, I was like, ugh. But I know what people perceive about people who ask questions. So I made it my business to get to the front. I made it my business to, you know, slide over here. Okay, boom, I'm gonna slide over here. Okay, I'm gonna get to the front. I sat right in front of him and I made sure to look him in his eyes just so that he could see the young lady that he saw behind the desk, checking him in, getting him his chips, getting him his, what I think he wanted like some pop or something, getting him his little candy and stuff like that. I wanted him to see that I wasn't playing no games. No games, right? I'm asking one of them, like, what do you suggest for somebody who's like 4 away from P2, right? What do you suggest, right? Just so they knew I was in the business. What? I said, yeah, I'm with P2 loading. I actually just checked some of y'all in, you know, blah, blah, blah. What? Talk about positioning. And I want y'all all to remember, like, I only got a few more minutes to talk, but don't forget, like, first of all, if God put you here, you're here for a reason. He wouldn't put you in a place that you have no purpose or no business to be. Matter of fact, he'll take it away from you or he'll close the door entirely. But the fact that he opened the door and he allowed you to walk into this space, that means that your purpose to be here. Now, the fact that some people keep praying and asking God, am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be here? Don't you know, don't you think our God is a little bit clever and more wise than that? All powerful, almighty, creator of the universe and everything else around this piece, right? Of course he is. He knows exactly where he put you. He knows exactly who he called you to be. He's no fool. He is not a man that he should lie. He is only a truthful God. So he's only going to put you in a position to win. So the fact that he put you in this space, do everything in your power. I heard Lozado say, I only had 30 days to make it do what it do. I was sleeping on somebody's couch. Lozado Perez, somebody who we look at who's making millions, sleeping on somebody else's couch. Ran it up in 30 days. Was walking to a coffee shop 2 hours away just to have meetings with his team. Stop playing with it. Don't play with it, y'all. In the words of Sai, don't play with it. It's not to be played with. Look at these people around us who have the success we want and go get it. Go get it. You're already here. What? You would behoove yourself. You would be remiss. We are all too wise and all too educated and all too powerful because God says so, not because of what your experience is, right? So that's all I have, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna pass it back to my amazing mentor, somebody who really reminds me of Jalen Goss. Not gonna cap. Different type of energy. Might make you uncomfortable if you're not ready. But get into it, because my good sis, you know, take it back. I love you. I love all the ladies on this call. Y'all are wonderful. Let's smack this P5. We're supposed to be pulling to push. So we're pulling our people up to push our leaders to C10 at this point. We're pulling our leaders to push our P5s to C10. We're pushing Jordan to C50. Stop playing. That's what this is about. So ask your mentors, what do you need me to do? How many more do you need in this leg? What's up? What can I do? Is my leg maxed out or what? Do I got 10 more I can add here? 20 more? Let's go. I know who needs it, right? Like, that's how we need to be moving. So I love y'all. I respect y'all. I admire y'all humbly, most humbly. And okay. Y'all
wow,
talk.
can we please, can we spam the chats with hearts? Can we spam the chat with love for Darian? You guys, it's so crazy because we talk about alignment so much, especially me and Darian. I hope you guys talk about everything about this business, from the numbers that you start to notice, to the people that you start to meet, to the people that re-enter your life. It's just so much alignment in this business. And I want you guys to remember that God said, I am. He said, I am. I am light, so let there be light. I am darkness, so let there be darkness. We are here to serve people's people, to serve God's people. And Darian, that's exactly what you do every single day. Thank you. Thank you so much for like serving me and letting me serve you. And I'm so excited for everyone to see how powerful we are together. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and pass the mic to our next. Which P2 y'all want to hear from next? Let's hear from the people. And I want to remind you, as you guys drop which P2 you want to hear from next, I want to remind you that we are going to be doing a Q&A portion of this call. So make sure you go to my Instagram, Baldy Bree, right? Send me a DM or on my story. I put the flyer and said, ask them a question. Make sure you send me messages so that we can ask them anything you want to ask. There will be a question, and I see Aya's name. Man, let me tell you, Aya, yo, people don't play about you. Listen, y'all, we was trying to get this flyer made in the mix of doing our retreat and getting everything done. And Aya, these people do not play about their good sis. They don't play about their P2. They don't. You probably wouldn't be surprised because obviously the relationships you have built with your team is so strong. Because I'm getting text messages left and right. Hey, you spelled her name wrong. You better get it right. You spelled her name wrong. So I need y'all to make sure y'all get this woman's name right because the relationships that she built are so strong within her team. And now she has been elevated to P2 because she has exactly what NASA needs. And she's ready to pour into people outside of her direct enrollments, outside of her direct 3 legs. Obviously, she is a humble leader because I will tell you, people are not going to scream this loud about someone who has not impacted their life in some crazy ways. So I've not gotten the pleasure of speaking to you one-on-one, but sister, I cannot wait to get to know you personally. I can't wait for NASA to see you on the 1, 5, and 9 schedule. Man, I know your personality must be crazy. So I need y'all to drop P2, really P5, drop some hearts in the chat, show some love for Miss Aya. I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight you.
Let's go. Drop some fires in the chat for my girl Bree. Go ahead and drop some fires in the chat for my girl Bree, because I am not starting until y'all. I see some fires in the chat, bro. Thank you so much. I have not gotten the pleasure to talk to you one-on-one either, but I have heard some amazing things from my mentee, Jay Pips. He's spoke very, very highly of you. And just looking at your Instagram and, seeing you impact so many lives really just inspires me. And your creativity is literally to the max. You carry yourself like an amazing chairwoman. Carry yourself like a Millie. A C Millie, right? So thank you so much for even starting this call for me. Drop some hundreds in the chat. If you are in the hundreds, right? Drop some hundreds in the chat for welcome to the hundreds, right? I'm repping my team tonight. I am repping my team tonight. So shout out to everybody in the hundreds. Shout out to my mentor, Hamilton. And, just getting started with this call. My name is Aya. I am 19. I am a platinum one. Nope, hold on, let me stop right there. So used to saying platinum 1000. I am a platinum 2000 in this business, right? And I am a college student. I go to the University of South Carolina, studying broadcast journalism with a minor in sports management. And this right here is like my platform. So just a little background on me. I started this business around June last year. And it's been about 9 months so far. I came in, hit the ground running. If you guys are on my team, y'all know this story. I hit the ground running. I smacked P150 in about 3 days, smacked P600 24 hours after that. And I sprinted to P2 in 2 weeks. And now I'm hitting P2000. And it's so crazy to say, P2000. I love P2000. Oh my God. So it just blows my mind, right? I impacted 75 lives. 75 lives along with these beautiful, beautiful women on this panel, right? So, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. The run from P1 to P2 was a lot of trials and tribulations came my way from God, right? I had to rebuild my business from scratch. I rebuilt it in a matter of 2 months. I don't know if y'all believe me, but I was a P150 about 2 months ago, right? In, what is it? July, no, January. I was a P150 in June. January. Oh my God, I'm getting all these J's mixed up. But been through trials and tribulations, right? With school, you know, I wanted to be in the party life. I wanted to, you know, I was just a lot of things that did not benefit me, right? You know, I'm 19, and I guess I can sit here and talk to the younger audience. I wanted to be in the mix. I wanted to go to parties. I wanted to, you know, do all the little shenanigans, the little whatever things that was not gonna pay me. It was not gonna pay me. And you know, if you're in college, drop a 1 for me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you are in college right now. Okay, I got a couple college students. All right, well, I'm speaking to y'all. I am speaking directly to y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you, those stuff are not going to pay you, right? And my business literally hit rock bottom at one point, to the point where I started being distracted to other things that like just wasn't in any way, shape, or form was not gonna get me any money, right? So I started getting distracted, started pushing the business to the side. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Like, yo, I gotta build my whole business from scratch. Like, I just worked so hard to get to a certain point, and then it just fell, right? Completely fell. And, you know, I built it back from scratch. Now I got over 100 people on my team running strong, right? If you're on my team, drop a 2 in the chat. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're on my team right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, I see y'all. All right, so, you know, it's been a rough ride, right? But you really just gotta stay focused and dedicated, because I promise you, God is not gonna put you in these situations that he knows you're not gonna succeed in. He is not going to put you in situations that he knows that you are not going to succeed in. I started putting school before anything else. I started putting school before this business, which it should be the other way around, but I started focusing on, you know, my grades. And I mean, which you should be focusing on your grades, but let's be real. What's gonna get me more money? This business or me being on TV with my degree? And I know y'all heard this before. But me being Black in the industry that I want to be in is not going to get me very far. It's not, right? I could sit here and open the TV and there's not going to be one Black woman in sight. So I cannot sit here and, you know, want to be in an industry that does not even represent me. While here in Trade House, I have multiple 6, 7, even 8-figure earners that are women, that are Black, that I can completely look up to, that are millionaires in this industry, right? So I really just had to sit back and think to myself, like, bro, what am I, like, I need to get back in this business. Like, I really need to get my head straight. I need to stay focused. I had a little talk with Hamilton and, you know, set a bunch of things in my head straight. Like, yo, what am I really doing? I'm sitting here doing things that, hanging out with people, hanging out with my friends, you know, going to parties left and right. Yo, I need to focus on this business. I had mentees under me that just were lost. And I was worrying about myself. And, you know, that word comes in personal development. I had to personal develop myself, and I'm still stuck in the little mindset of being a teenager and being in college and just having FOMO of certain things, when I could be sitting in my room helping multiple other people that are under me make money and really succeed in this business. And I'm out here lollygagging and doing whatever, right? So I really had to lock in and focus. And, you know, I'm speaking so deeply about this because you guys have no idea how much that broke me into pieces, right? I had a team, whether or not it was, you know, a small amount of people, but still, they still put their trust in me. And I really had to run with it. I really had to be there for my team, regardless of how many people are on it. So I focused up, stayed consistent with this business, built my whole entire business from scratch, and really just kept running. P5000 load into my name. Do not forget my name, because I promise you, you're gonna see it very, very soon, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna keep it short and simple because I know we still got a Q&A going. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back to my girl, Bree. You know, somebody who really just inspires me on a day-to-day basis. And I know I said this before, but I literally cannot thank you enough just for, you know, just being a role model to me in this business. A huge P2, P5000, chairwoman loading, right? Chairwoman loading. Go ahead and drop chairwoman in the chat for my girl, Bree. For my girl, Bree, drop some chairwomans in the chat. Period. Period. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the call on to my girl, Bree. Thank you so much for having this panel, you know, and giving me the platform to speak with these amazing, beautiful women. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the call off to you.
Wow, you guys keep spamming the chat with some hearts for Aya. Keep spamming the chat with some hearts for Aya, because what? Between Darian and Aya, I'm already getting a little bit emotional. I don't know about y'all, and we ain't even heard from Connie yet. We ain't even heard from Connie yet. The questions are starting to flood in, ladies. There's a lot of questions, and it's some nail-biting ones, and I know that people cannot wait to hear. If you're leaving this call, bro, you're bugging. You bugging. How you gonna leave a call with 3 female leaders that just got $24,000 pay rates, who have all rebuilt their businesses over and over again? I'm starting to notice a trend. It's starting to seem like to really be a P2000, you have to lose everything first and then rebuild, not only in this business, but in your life as well. It's seeming like God is putting us through a test. I need y'all to start noticing patterns. Connie already told us what she went through. She told us she lost everything. And now she's here getting it all back. And this time it's gonna look a lot nicer. She gonna be able to buy them shoes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I don't know if y'all remember. She said she loves shoes. I remember, because these women are people that I literally am watching. I take notes on them. I am taking notes on you. Connie, I'm taking notes on you. Darian, I'm taking notes on you. And if you are not taking notes on these women, you're tripping. How are you going to expect to go to P2000 if you're not taking notes from P2000s? Doesn't matter if it's a man, doesn't matter if it's a woman. The pattern is the same. They lost everything, they rebuilt, and now they're here. It's not enough to take notes if you're not going back and looking over them. They keep telling you what they did wrong. Connie told you what she did wrong. But Connie, I don't think they heard you clearly. So I'm gonna need you, you know what, they say, I'm gonna need you to reintroduce yourself. I'm gonna need you to reintroduce yourself. And it looks like the call is real deep. We have 146 on the call, but I need you guys to go into your chats and say, Connie is about to speak. Please go tag Connie in every group chat that you're in and say, Connie is about to speak, because every time this woman speaks, a power is released. And someone on your team is gonna need to hear what she's about to say. Can we spam the chat right now with Connie's name? Can we drop Connie in the chat right now? Because she might be speaking last, but she is certainly not the least. Wow, these women are some bosses, man. I'm so happy and grateful that I get to be in their presence. I'm so happy and grateful that I get to know them. I'm so happy and grateful that this is the new people that I surround myself with. I'm so happy and grateful that I left those old relationships behind, and these new relationships are something that's not to be played with. There's no fake love. There's no fake support. I want Connie, Darian, and Aya to know that I will be your biggest cheerleader, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We in this P5 run together. We in it together, and everything that I learned amongst the way, I'm gonna let y'all know. Miss Connie, let's talk to the people.
Yo! Y'all lit today. Y'all lit. Y'all lit. Darian says, congratulations. Big P2. Big P2, I know you've been busy. Tagged you, but I know you've been busy. Okay. Y'all, hey, okay. Where do I start? I'm not gonna get too deep, y'all. I'm not. But yeah, like Darian was saying, and like Aya was saying, it comes. Oh yeah. Shout out to JD. He actually bought this for me. But it doesn't get any easier, right? So I want y'all to. Actually, it does. It does. You just get stronger. You just know how to deal with certain situations, but it doesn't get easier. So I want you guys to just realize, like I said this all the time, like where you are now, that's not where you're gonna be in the next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, next 3 months. All right. So I could tell you guys everything that I've been through. Yes, it was hard. Hard from being, not having a support system, joining Forex and, having to not talk to my mom for months on months, being kicked out, sleeping on my mentees' couches. Like it doesn't get any, but I didn't stop though. I didn't stop and I definitely didn't let what I was going through show in my face. I still ran my team the exact same way. We still was doing trainings. I was still plugged in. I was still doing three-way calls. I was still making sacrifices to go to the events. I was still doing all this and I was hurt. But it's like I had so many people to focus on and so many people who was looking up to me to be the strong person. So I couldn't even let anything show. I had to just run it. I mean, it is what it is. It's so crazy because maybe 15 minutes ago, I got a call that my mom is in the hospital, right? She's been sick for the past few days. Yet I'm still doing calls. I'm still making things happen. So a little background about me, 19 years old, been in this business a little over a year, Platinum 2000, definitely P5 is done. And I know people say like, oh yeah, that's the next rank, so they know it's actually done. And if you know, then you know. and the ones who know are the ones who need to know, right? So it's definitely done. So I'm be honest with you, this business is a blessing. It grows you into a person that you never thought you would be. And the thing is, you change and you don't even know that you're changing. And you have to look back and say, that's not even me. Like to Connie, I look at myself like Connie from 4 months ago would have never handled that situation I just did. Right? You gotta really become this person that's like humble as possible. Right? Like nothing is stopping you. You gotta be as humble as possible when it comes to everything. How you talk to people, the way you handle your business. You just gotta be humble as possible. And I would sit here and say like, oh my God, everything was so hard for me. I gave up because of this. And I could use so many excuses for why I could have quit or why I could have gave up or why I could have, but I didn't, right? So I'm not really gonna talk too much. It is what it is. I went through some things, but I'm over it. So I'm not gonna really dig too deep into my past about some of the things I've been through. If you was on my call, a lot of you guys already know. But I'm just happy to be here. And like I was saying, like I lost my business plenty of times. Literally, I went from smacking P1000 and with 2 weeks after hitting Platinum 1000, I was 9 away from P2. Literally 9. I'm like, oh, this easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Like I'm gonna hit this. And within 48 hours, my back office went from being 8 away from P2 to 36. Literally within a 48-hour period. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. I gotta do this all over again. I had a leg that went from 70 to 19 within a matter of days. I'm like, okay, yeah, this definitely not it, right? So it's like, it is what it is. I'm here now. Team is stronger than ever. We're in momentum. My shooters are shooters. And my shooters, y'all know who y'all are. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm so happy and grateful to actually be here and tell. Like my past is beautiful. I don't look back at it and change anything. I'm glad I went through exactly what I went through because it made me who I am. And I promise you I'm not done. Like it's easy. at this point, I feel like I've been through enough that anything that comes my way is done. Like, I'm not letting it stop me. Like, it's over with. Like, it's time to really get to the next level. You know, so I believe Darian was saying that, like, it's no excuses, right? It's really no excuses. It's really time to really shake the bank. Like, it's really time. Like, it's no opportunity that's going to make you this much money in a short period of time. So it's really time to up it, like on all angles. Like, seriously, whatever you're going through, I promise you it does not last long. You're gonna look back and be like, that I was crying over that, I was doing this. I promise you, I'm gonna get off some sauce real quick. And this is how I learned to deal with situations that I feel like are bringing me down. I call it like a 5 by 5 rule. If it's not gonna matter in the next 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes stressing about it, crying over it, whatever the case may be. And I promise you, it got me through a lot of stuff. I'll be in situations and I'll be like, I'm not even gonna care about this in 5 years. Like, it is what it is. And I gotta just shake it off. So I just use that rule and I just go about with certain situations, you know, my trials, like, okay, cool. Yes, I'm here now, but in the next 5 years, I'm not gonna be. You know, but I'm so happy, you know, I'm grateful that I had people who was in this business who took me in with, you know, with open arms. You know, people in my business who I've been knowing for months, you know, who let me sleep on their couch and I didn't have nowhere to go. You know, my mom literally putting me out at, you know, 2 in the morning. I'm calling my mentee like, can I stay at your crib? And they're like, yeah. And we literally on the couch with it, phone work, running 3-way calls, running a presentation, showing up to events with literally broke. But I was just so happy to be in the room. Like, I was broke in the pockets, but my mindset was so rich. Like, I was getting so much gems and everything else that I didn't really care if I didn't have anything in my pockets. And at that point, I didn't. And I didn't let it show. I still looked good. Expensive clothes were still on. I smelled good, and it is what it is. But it was so much more up here for me that I never really cared what I had in my pockets. So with that being said, I'm just ready to answer some questions, honestly. You know, I'm just ready to get to the questions. I'm ready to answer y'all questions. I'm really ready to answer the questions to get y'all to the next level by any means necessary, because we're in momentum. And I want y'all, everybody on this call, to get to the next level. By IM3, if you are gonna be at IM3, you need to be, you know, two ranks ahead of what you are right now. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm walking into IM3 to C10, and I got money on it. Money. And we can really talk about it. But I'm not really gonna say too much. Back office is looking lovely, guys. Thank you for the GP. But yeah, let's really get to these questions though. That's all I got, Bree. That's all I got.
Wait a minute. First of all, I need y'all to drop some 100s in the chat for Connie, because she keeps it so real. Like, she's so, bro, like, I be feeling like I keep it real. Connie, you are so real, so authentic. Like, bro, you are rare. You are so rare. And it is so beautiful to see. And I'm so happy and grateful that you're in this P2000 chat. We need to see you on the 1, 5, and 9 a lot more. And I'm not talking about no strategy calls. Yes, those calls are great, but we need you on some motivational calls, because this business is mindset. And the mindset you got is going to help a lot of people that thought about leaving this business, that's in stage 4 of this business, get back to phase 1. And we need it. We need it ASAP. The meeting is on Sunday. I'm expecting you to be on the schedule next week. If y'all want some mindset from Connie, can y'all drop mindset in the chat? And this is what I need. When she is on the schedule, I need 100 or plus on her call. I need 100 plus. I need y'all to show up as deep as y'all show up to my calls, for Connie's calls, for Aya's calls, for Darian's calls. I don't need no less than 100 on every single one of their calls. Because this business is mindset, from the trading to the building to the self-development is mindset. And Connie, yours is so beautiful. And we need it to be duplicatable. So we can't wait to see you on that schedule, sis. Let's get to these questions. Okay, so I want to make it where I can make all 3 of us be able to sing at the same time. And y'all know I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Sorry.
You can't do it on that link.
I can't? Okay, that's fine. You guys just turn your cameras. I can see Connie. So what we'll do, I guess, oh, there she goes. There go Aya. Now we just missing Darian. Darian, spotlight yourself.
I did it. There you go.
Period. Who can't do it? With us 4 women, we can do anything. Hell no, hell no, hell no. We can do anything, okay? Period. All right, ladies. So these questions is deep. These questions are deep. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into it. Let me go ahead and grab my phone. All right, so the first question comes from Real Girl A. What's up, Real Girl A? Are you on this call? Drop a heart in the chat. Drop a heart in the chat, Real Girl A, because we're about to answer your question today, right? So Real Girl A asks, and you guys can just say who wants to answer it. You guys can decide if you want to do it one-on-one. This is y'all's call, so y'all decide how y'all want to do it, okay? So the question says, I gotta take these off because I can't see, I'm blind. All right. What is the first step to prepare yourself mentally for this business?
We're going one at a time.
Whoever wants to take it, go ahead. You got it, Aya. Go ahead.
Okay. So preparing yourself mentally is just being coachable. That's number one, being coachable. Coming from my experience, I used to fight with my mentors, like straight arguing, because they were telling me exactly what to do to get to the next level. And I would sit there and just argue because I didn't like being told what to do. So being mentally prepared, especially for this business, is being coachable and staying dedicated day in and day out. Because I promise you, this business is going to take you through trials and tribulations that you never probably would have thought. So just mentally preparing yourself in a level that, you know, you got to really just step back and self-reflect on what you're doing and really just looking back at the success that other people have had and just duplicating. So.
Wow, that's
I'll go
perfect.
next.
Definitely.
Oh,
Let's hear you. What's up, Connie?
I'll go next. When it comes to mentally getting yourself ready for this business, I'm being 100% honest with you. You have to actually sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Are you ready to go through the things that's gonna make you $1 million? You have to actually sit. Sometimes people aren't ready. So you have to really sit and break down the opportunity that you have on hand. You have to break down what it's gonna take for you to actually get in. That's a self-talk conversation that you have to have with yourself. Because it's not an easy business, you know, and it's not for the weak. So you have to be willing to be told what to do. You have to really become vulnerable by any means necessary, you know, because you're going to have to listen to someone. You're going to have to, you know, lose trades. You're going to have people leave your business, but you have to be really ready to say, hey, people are going to leave my business, but I'm going to have people come in as well. So you have to really sit and have that conversation and ask you, are you ready? A lot of people want to get rich. A lot of people want to get wealthy, but they don't want to do what it takes to make it happen. So you have to say, hey, am I ready to be a student at all times? Am I ready to have these, you know, am I ready to go through the journey? That's the only thing that you really have to do. And of course it comes to being coachable, but that's when you are already in the business. when you really get to know yourself and what you really need to do, you have to lock in with yourself. Like seriously, that's not a conversation that someone can bring into you. You have to really sit down and just ask yourself, you know, am I ready for this? And if your answer is yes, let's get it done. If your answer is no, you still got to get it done. So it's like, that's pretty much all. Like, you just have to really be honest with yourself, you know, and become that student and, you know, be that hustler. Because you got to really be a hustler when it comes to this opportunity. But you have to be ready for everything, the goods and the bads.
I'm going to add just a 2-cent piece to that because my sis literally, like, something just hit me in my spirit. You have to be willing to torment what's tormenting those around you. So in this case, we're tormenting poverty, right? We're tormenting anxiety. We're tormenting lack of confidence. We're tormenting all of these things. And every single person in our business, including ourselves, we deal with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So not only do you have to be able to, or be willing to torment what's tormenting your mentees, torment what's tormenting your mentor. See, that's the serving piece of it all. You know, if Bree needs something, I don't care what I feel like. I might give her a little lip, okay, but I'm gonna get whatever it is. I don't care because I'm gonna torment what's tormenting her at that moment. because that's who I chose to serve. And when you choose to serve somebody, you stick to that mission. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable they make you. You chose to serve that person, you stick to that commitment, right? And that's another thing. Are you ready for commitment? Are you ready for commitment? If you know you suffer with commitment issues, look, just like Connie said, if you're not ready for commitment, if you're not ready to torment what's tormenting other people, it still has to get done. So if there's something that you know you can't do because it's literally above you, who's above you? Who created you? Who has the power that you don't have at that moment? You have to submit those things, because if you could do it on your own, it would already be done, right? So you have to literally be willing to submit, be vulnerable. And in my case, I'm being vulnerable before God, because there's certain things that I just know I don't have. I don't have it. So I had to submit it to him and ask him, like, for one, I guarantee it's a lot of y'all who don't like to participate in this opportunity because of the tone of somebody's voice. Because of when they get on this call, they get to get into your business. They get in your chest. You don't like that. So are you just gonna walk away from being a millionaire or a multimillionaire and setting up your family because you don't like what somebody's saying or how they sound and they making you feel uncomfortable? Or are you going to pray and ask God to literally, Lord, help me hear what they're saying. Help me to be able to hear the message that they're trying to give, because I don't like what they're saying. Be real. It's another thing. Be honest with yourself. A lot of people be lying to themselves. A lot of people like to be honest. Be honest, because honesty is the only thing that's going to get you to the place where you need to be. You can't be changed as a lie. You can't, because you're not really coming as who you really are. But who you really are can be changed. So.
Oh my God, can I get a vibe check? How y'all feeling? How is the audience feeling tonight? Because this is feeling like a movie and I'm loving the stars. They're beautiful, they're intelligent, they speak well, and these are our new leaders, guys. And you see my team in the background. I'm always with my team. And that's something I know about these women too. They're probably always with their team as well. You gotta be with your team. They're a mess. But y'all just, how are y'all feeling? Like, type vibe check. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Are y'all
Baby
loving this
girl.
song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, pause. So let me tell y'all how this works. When I say vibe check, that means everybody take their mic off mute and you go, and then put your mic back on mute, okay? So let's try that again. Vibe check.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. So that brings us to our next question. Our next question comes from XS.Lisa. XS.Lisa says, what kept you pushing after being hit with so many no's?
That's actually, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so confident in myself. I'm so confident in my team. I'm so confident in NASA. I'm so confident in I Am Academy. I am so confident with this opportunity. And if you tell me no, you're coming back. So you might not get me to P2, but you're definitely getting me to P5 because you're definitely gonna be back. And I guarantee it. And I can promise that I can bet a whole check on it. So it's like, I never really cared. Okay, no, thank you. I'll see you in 2 weeks, tops, right? So when people tell you no, you just gotta really, I'm gonna be honest with you. When people tell me no, I got a point to prove. Okay, cool, I'm gonna show you why you should have never said no. I'm gonna continue to make money. You're gonna continue to watch. I'm gonna continue to go on trips. You're gonna continue to watch. I'm gonna continue to buy expensive things. You're gonna continue to watch. And eventually it's gonna click, hopefully. Because it ain't gonna be too many times somebody gonna make money a minute in my face and I'm gonna sit there and not ask questions. So when it comes to what keep you going, you know this opportunity. If you know what this opportunity has to bring and you know that you're showing the plan and you know that you're 100% confident that the way you're showing the plan is the way, then you should worry about when nobody tell you no. You will be good. I promise. Every single person that ever told me no joined my business. I kid you not. The girl that I rode today told me no yesterday. Hit me up 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's make it happen. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna bash you. You can always come. But what kept me going is I knew how confident I was in my business that no one gonna stop me from making whatever a month. Or no one gonna stop me from making 2,000 plus a month. Or no one ain't gonna stop me from making 150 extra a month. Going 2 and 3. As many no's that I heard, I promise you, it probably set a fire under me because I just wanted to keep hearing them because I knew how many future yeses I was gonna get. So that's pretty much all. That's what pretty much kept me going. I knew what I could do. I knew what my team can do. I knew what NASA could do. I knew what MMG can do. I knew what I Am Academy had to offer. So I wasn't really worried about it. No, you heard yourself more than you heard me. So that's the type of town I was pretty much moving on.
Period. I feel like that answers that question. We get paid to hear no. We get paid to hear no. Sure, you better get excited when you hear no. That's what's gonna keep you going. Like, yes, they said no, let me keep going. Right? So our next question comes from Lisa again. She said, when you felt discouraged, what motivated you? And I feel like our ladies kind of have already talked about that, but does anybody want to elaborate on what kept you going when you felt discouraged?
So
I'll take it if y'all, okay, you got it.
no, because okay. All right. So what really kept me going was the end goal. Like, what other business is gonna get me $1 million? Like, let's be real here. Like, what is really gonna get me $1 million? So, you know, just thinking about the end goal and what I could really do with this business, helping those around me, helping my mom, you know, having your why right there, literally in your hand of why you even joined this business. I had to snap back quick and really just sit back and think, like, why did I really join this business? And that's what really kept me going, like, even when I felt like I couldn't even get up out of what I was in, out of the slump that I was in. So thinking about your why is definitely going to power you to the next level. And if you feel like your why, you still feel like you're lazy in this business or still discouraged, then that why is not your why. Because if you knew, if that was really your why, you would have picked yourself up in an instant. And that's really all I gotta say.
Wow, say that. Like, say that. Say that. It's about the why. Wow. It's really that. You really a P2, huh? Because you get it. She got it. Like, you can tell a real P2 when they speak. The way they speak, the lessons they have learned, you know a real P2 when you hear it. And that's a real P2 right there. For real. For real, for real. From one real P2 to another. Let's keep going, ladies. We got a couple more questions. This movie has been amazing. It's not the last time y'all are going to be seeing. We're going to take 2 more questions. So go spam my DMs. I'm going to be picking one more question after this one. And then that's going to call this a night. So the next question comes from one of our newest P150s. Okay. Hey, Chelsea, what's up, girl? Congratulations on P150. And her question was, how do you conquer self-doubt when it seems as if everything is going against you?
Serve other people. Serve other people. That's the biggest thing. Like, you might doubt yourself, but see, a lot of people forget that the power is right here. You can speak whatever it is, the opposite of how you feel, it will be. See, it's crazy because we talk a lot about belief, but see, a lot of people don't understand the steps. Like, if you can just use that mouthpiece and just get the first step out the way, your actions will lead, your actions will follow. So you have to speak. That's why serving other people is so important, because you may doubt yourself, but the more you serve other people, you will hear people say, thank you. What you said helped me. That call really helped me. Thank you so much for taking your time. Thank you so much for answering that question. Then you realize it's not about you. So it doesn't matter if you doubt yourself or not. Like, somebody else doesn't doubt you. So now you know you're tripping. Let the second person come around and tell you that they know that you're worth something. Now you know, dang, I must really be tripping. Let me try again. That in itself will push you to the next level, because literally you'll start to understand that, first of all, it can't be their wrong and you're just one. 3 people came up to you and told you that they appreciated you and thank you for whatever you just did, but you still tripping. They outweighing you at this point. The majority rules. So, no, serve others.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Okay, so this last question, I want to hear like from all of you ladies because I think this is a very, really good question. This comes from Joyce, Clear Queen on Instagram. Make sure y'all go show her some love. And if your question did not get answered tonight on this episode of Woman Crush Wednesday, go ahead and slide in these beautiful women's DMs because they're all servant leaders. And I know that they will gladly answer those questions outside of this call. Right, ladies?
Absolutely.
Definitely. I know they will. So definitely slide in their DMs. And the way that you slide into at P2's DMs properly, right? The way you do it properly, because there is an etiquette of way to do it, right? Because obviously they have a huge organization and they're working. It's the one, first of all, make sure you're following them. Don't ask them to give you advice or looking for them to feed into you when you're not even genuinely supporting them. So make sure you guys follow every single one of these ladies after this call. Ladies, if you don't mind dropping your Instagram and do it like Instagram.com/your username so that they can go ahead and click on it and follow each of you, okay? Make sure you're following them. Secondly, go show love to their page. If you got any kind of gems from them, if they showed you any kind of love, if they filled your cup any even an ounce of the way, I need you to go spam their Instagram with love tonight. And then ask them a question. You know, you don't want to hit them up just asking for stuff without first properly showing love and supporting them. And P2s need a lot of support because they go through a lot on a daily basis. They need their cups refilled too. And a simple, you did amazing on that call will literally change their whole day. Because a lot of times they've been working all day. Me, I've been working all day, just checked into a hotel and now look where I'm at. And I know they're doing the same thing because these are real P2s that we're talking about right now, right? So the final question comes from Clear Queen ladies and it says, hey love, I have a question for Woman Crush Wednesday tonight. After D-ranking, if you have ever, right, how did you build the confidence to start prospecting and leading your team again? So only answer this question if you ever D-ranked. If you haven't, you know, that's okay. We want to hear from leaders who have D-ranked. I'm gonna read the question one more time. After D-ranking, if you have ever, how did you build the confidence to start prospecting and leading your team again?
Connie, I want to hear from you and I want to hear from Aya, really.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been one to really let my back office like really get to me. Like I never really showed my back office in my face. I never really did any of that. I'll be honest with you, whenever I D-ranked, I just knew I was not working hard enough. That's the only thing it is. This is the first time I ever D-ranked from a Platinum 1000 ever. This was when I was a Platinum 1000. Evan had called me at like 8:15 in the morning, right after the first update. And he called me, said, you checked your back office this morning? I said, mm-mm. And he said, I said, not yet, you know, first update. I said, no, I haven't checked it yet. And he was like, well, when you check it, don't be so scared. And when he said that, it made me scared. I'm like, how could you tell someone not to be scared checking their back office when obviously it's gonna give me something to be scared about? And I had D-ranked from a Platinum 1000 to a Platinum 150 on a Monday. And this is when I had my apartment. So like rent was due. I really couldn't miss no checks, like none at all. So I'm like, okay, cool, call you back. And I didn't D-rank because of like my legs. I D-ranked because I didn't have no personal enrollments. Like I literally D-ranked because of personals. So I said, okay, cool, call you back, whatever the case may be. And within like an hour, I sent him like 2 screenshots of me getting 2 enrollments, like back to back in a 30-minute period. So like it just made me, when you really know what these checks is going to, you really got to do whatever it takes to make sure it get done. Like on a Monday, I'm not D-ranking. On a Monday, and if I do D-rank, I need my rank back by that Monday. Whatever the case may be, I need it back. So when it comes to building up the confidence, whatever that money is being used for, if it's really that important to you, you just got to make it happen. And I know it's kind of like, well, but you really do just got to get up and just get it done. It's not really no step-by-step thing to do, but you really just got to say, hey, I can't sit here knowing that I'm a platinum 150 right now. I'm supposed to be a platinum 600 making, $450 plus, and I'm just going to sit here and be ranked. No, you got to really sit there and say 450 can go towards my kids if you have kids. 450 can go towards my bills if you have bills, my car note. You got to really think that this is not a game when it comes to money. A lot of y'all like de-ranking, and it's cool. You got to really sit and like, this money is being used to go somewhere. You got to make every dollar count. And there's been times that even if you don't get your rank back, at least work your hardest to say at least you tried. And I hate to say the T word, but don't get comfortable just de-ranking and being cool with it. At least you can say I tried and I still didn't get it back. But if you say you tried, it'll make you better sleep at night to say at least I worked at least hard enough, or at least to whatever and not get it back, or if you do get it back. So when it comes to getting your confidence back, you really just gotta, once again, if you're really in this business, y'all know we don't take de-ranking lightly. Unless you really just playing around. Unless the money just come easy to you. Or whatever the case may be, but money don't come easy to me. I get up every single day and I do things to get me to the next level. So de-ranking to a platinum 1000 on a Monday, that's $250 extra that I'm missing. Right? So you got to really think about your current situation and really think like, am I financially able to not do whatever it takes to get this one person or this two people or maybe even three to get my rank back? So when it comes to building your confidence up, you really just got to make it happen. Literally, I mean, DM after DM, go on every social media, talk to your inactive. You will literally do, when I promise you, when I de-ranked, I did whatever it took. I hit up a girl and I just did it because I was just doing something. I hit up a girl who left my business like 5 months prior to that. I just hit her up and said, I need you to come back on my team. She said, oh, okay, bet, I'm ready now. I was like, oh, that was that easy? Okay, cool. Whatever the case may be, but just do whatever it takes, honestly. So that's pretty much all I have to say for that one.
So, all right. So I was about 4 or 5 people away from smacking P2 the first time. Straight off personal enrollments. I was launching heavy. Like I'm talking, I would be standing next to somebody in the grocery store. I would literally just launch straight right then and there. But almost hit P2 off personal enrollments. In about I don't even know. In about a week, everybody's monthlies were hitting. I'm talking 6, 7 in a day. People dropping left and right. Like that really hurt my confidence. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I thought I had these people on lock, but I had my hands in too many buckets that I couldn't even handle. And I really just took it with a grain of salt. I really just sat back, started to be coachable, listened to my mentor, and built my business back. And it took me 2 months to do that. But, just nobody really knew what my back office looked like, and nobody should know what your back office looks like, but you should still carry yourself in a way that nobody knows. You still got to step with confidence. You still got to pop if you know what I'm saying. You still got to run like a P1. Nobody knows. So honestly, internally, I was hurting because I had no vision of what I was even going to do next, how I was even going to get back to the level that I was at. And I just had to really self-reflect. And, there was times, like I said, I'm in college and I started worrying about things that I shouldn't even be worrying about in the first place. And I stopped prospecting. I stopped posting on Instagram. There was a long period of time where I was just posting nonsense on Instagram, not even nothing about this business. And people are hitting me up like, yo, do you even still do Forex? What is up with you? What you got going on? So, I really just had to step back up, and it just all circles back to my why of why I even joined this business. Bro, I'm doing this for my mom. I cannot have my mom working on her feet. She's not even retired. There's just so many things that just dawned upon me that I'm sitting here chilling. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. like there was times where I wouldn't even check my back office for weeks because I was like, yeah, no, I don't even want to look at that. Like just going on about my day. And just with the confidence, you just have to pick yourself back up and be accountable of like what you're doing, because nobody's going to hold yourself accountable but yourself, right? Nobody is going to hold yourself accountable. So, you know, you just really got to step back up on that platform and, you know, just go crazy with it and just prospect. I literally was pulling strings that I never thought I would pull strings. I was just really just desperate at that point because, you know, my why popped back in my head and I was like, bro, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to snap out of it. So I really just went back in the trenches. When I got back my P6, then I was like, okay, I'm back on the right track. Let me pick myself back up some more. And I really just started running with it. But, you know, at the end of the day, nobody knows what your back office looks like. You got to keep running. Nobody knows but you and probably your mentor. So, you know, that's all I got to say. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, do you want to add on to that?
Yeah, I can add on to that.
Okay, definitely.
For me, y'all, I maintained retention for a while, but I really took it to heart when our mentor said build relationship. Because to be honest, like that was the only reason why I was getting in check is because I was so deep into people's lives beyond the business, not even beyond the business, really the business, right? Because literally 10% is just trading. It's all of everything else, right? So I was like deep into people's lives. So when people start deactivating, I said, what? I had the position in their life to call them and say, hey, what's going on? What's up? Right? And it's interesting because when you have those relationships, you can talk to people a different way. So the fact that people left the business and then we had to rebuild, when it came time, I wasn't playing no games. I was rebuilding with or without you. So I think once people started seeing them ranks drop back to back to back, they knew I wasn't playing. And they knew, oh, dang, I thought she was only going to go to P6. No, you lied. You played yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Then they saw that P1 drop. They got a little uncomfortable. Just a tinch. Then they seen some P6s dropping. They seen some P150s dropping, and it wasn't them. It was people calling me, talking about, hey, so what you're doing now? You know, I kind of saw that you were, yeah, you're right. Like, let's go. Stop playing. Because you was playing before. So now that you understand that I'm not playing, let's make this move. So literally, you know, I think that is so important. Build relationships with people as you go, because then you have a certain position in their lives to talk to them a certain way. You already know they're watching you every single day because literally they have a deeper connection to you because you provided some type of value to their life deeper than just some money in their account. You know, money doesn't always hit people. So sometimes it's that mental, sometimes it's that conversation, sometimes it's that advice that you gave them at 12 at night or 1 at night, or that prayer that you covered them with. It's little stuff like that. People don't forget that. Most people don't take care of people like that. That is not normal. It's not normal. So take care of people in your business, because that retention stuff, that retention is, they might as well replace retention with relationship. For real. So that's how I rebuilt my business. I started moving with some haste. Because I knew, first of all, if I could sit at this rank for as long as I sat at freaking P6, like 6 months, what? Like, I can do a lot more than that. Sitting there with the same people, that just means that my mouth wasn't open. You know, so open up your mouth. Move with some confidence. Talk over yourself. Read some books, y'all. Read some books. You talk about building confidence, read some books. Look into things that have the keys, right? Most of the keys are in books. Listen to some sermons. Whatever you do to get yourself together, like do some practical stuff to build yourself up, self-development. If you know you lack confidence, you need to go find something that has some confidence. If it's written on a page, go read that page. Like little stuff like that. Just keep your self-development up so you don't start to self-doubt, because those are lies. They just had the opportunity to sit in a position that they didn't belong. So I think that's really how I built my business. I appreciate hearing y'all, because that is, y'all always have some gems. So I always want to take some notes for sure.
Wow. Drop some hearts in the chat for y'all's new favorite P2s. Drop some hearts in the chat for y'all's new favorite P2000'S. Drop some hearts in the chat. Spam the chat with hearts. Make sure you go to their social medias. Show them so much love. Let them know you need them on the 159. We need those new faces. We need this new energy. We need these new personalities. And ladies, I'm so happy to be on this journey with y'all. The transformation is just beginning. I'm telling you that it was something about getting put in Strictly that just made my whole mindset shift. I know that y'all are already starting to see what's going on behind the scenes, and it's going to become even deeper. And I'm always here for y'all on this journey. Like, I'm going to send y'all my number. You already have my number personally. Always reach out to me. Thank you so much for letting me be your host on this call. I couldn't wait to put you guys in front of the gang. They needed this so much. I'm also going to be answering all the questions that you guys asked on my Instagram. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I love you guys. I love you ladies. Have a great night. Woman Crush Wednesday. Let's go.